Eye of the Storm. Final mission, right? I think Eye of the Storm is the final mission. Don't remember.
Executor,
Yep.
our plan worked perfectly. The Zerg defenses are broken, and the way to the Overmind is laid bare. The time for our stand has come.
Indeed. My friends, this is our final hour. Not all of us may survive the coming conflict. Yet, death may be a blessing should we fail here. We seek now to destroy a foe that has ravaged its way across the universe, consuming all in its path. And now, it has reached the end of its long journey. The Overmind has come to destroy all that we hold dear, and assimilate us into itself. And I say to thee, this shall not come to pass. Ire shall not fall. Executor, I stand ready.
As do I.
Well, I guess all I have left is to see this through. The Zerg have taken everything from me. My home, my family, my friends. I know that nothing I do can bring those things back. But I'll be damned if I just sit on my hands and wait for the end. I want a piece of them, all right. I'm in.
Then let our actions speak for us. For Adun. For Ire.
Story of the Overmind, all the heroes must survive. Yeah, that is pretty interesting, version 3. I didn't remember that. Or maybe I didn't ever know. Alright.
Executor, Tazadar, this comes too late to you. But the Conclave has witnessed your defeat of the Cerebrate. They know now that they cannot deny the necessity or the valiancy of your actions. We sought to punish you, while it was we who were in error. You represent what is greatest in us all.
Not enough minerals.
And all our hopes go with you. Entaro Adun, brave sons of Ire.
Wow. Does that mean they're gonna send some backup for us?
Sounds fun. Yes.
Get to control both Protoss and Terran.
Not enough minerals.
We end up having two different supplies. So we could technically have a 400 army. Maybe I'll make a bunch of carriers this time. You know what? I haven't massed carriers in this game yet. I mean, not since I played again. Oh no, I'm hitting hitting Protoss buttons.
Not enough minerals.
Hey Dizio, welcome in. Hey Dizio.
You've got it. Yes, without your will. Your orders, Templar.
SCV good to go, sir. House finished. Yes, sir?
Yes.
Go ahead, Commander. I read you.
Alright, so we got two guys off the bat. Sure, let's go carriers, why not? Let's go air. We haven't gone air with Protoss yet. It's really strong. Just gotta make sure this is defensed.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Some siege tanks. Oh, there's another gas right there too. Good stuff. Should be able to go air, no problem.
I read you.
Start using the hotkeys to go back and forth. Conquer 2 in mission against Yuri. It's been long since I've played that too. That'd be another good nostalgia RTS to play.
SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir?
Fortitude of the heat.
SCV good to go, sir. I
Damn, misclicked on that.
Job finished.
Alright, let's go and get gateway down.
SCV good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Roger that.
Some turrets up.
How may I help?
Is that Gasm from Command and Conquer 2? I assume. Or about getting something up.
Additional supply depots required.
Whoops.
Outline complete.
Naturally. Slam in.
Didn't realize there was attacks in this direction. Be careful about that. Hopefully it was just like a random bird zergling, but never know. It's a Japanese word. Love story. Is it really? I never do that somehow. Interesting. I had no idea. Well, that changes that quite a bit. Might still be their favorite part, though. I don't know why this would remind them of that, though. Sure is weird having both. Should go ahead and grab this gas too. Alright, I'm gonna finish scouting back here to see what we got. We're gonna go air this time.
Research complete.
Destination? Yes, sir.
Yes.
Reporting for duty. Job
Go ahead, Commander. Give me something to shoot.
ready to roll out. I read you.
There's no ramp over there. That's gonna drop.
Proceeding.
You got my attention.
SCP good to go.
Okay. We're gonna need a lot of gas to do this, so. Alright.
Orders, Captain?
You got my attention, Commander.
Destination?
Yes. You got my attention. Fire now.
Hey, jump out, welcome in. Okay.
You got my attention. Want to turn the lead? Yes.
Sweet separate unit casts? I know, man. 400 supply of units. Here we come.
SCP good to go, sir.
Is that the wrong button again?
Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Moving. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, sir. Destination? Moving. Absolutely.
You got my attention. Anytime you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we gotta get Citadel and stuff as well, or else we can't upgrade those any further. I don't know why I'm putting that. Maybe drops. I don't know. It's a little scared playing this slow build-up kind of way.
Anytime you're ready.
Let's get scan.
You got my attention. Fire now.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain? Orders received.
Judah.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Rocket. Go ahead, Commander.
Orders, Captain?
Go ahead, Commander. Give me something to shoot. Anytime you're
Take it easy, Rainer. Alright, so we're gonna need the fleet beacon
Upgrade
to
complete.
do this kind of builds. Templar Archives.
I hear you. We are under attack.
I read you.
Excuse me.
This is Jimmy.
Attack where?
Orders, sir. Check out. Good to go. Orders, Captain. I read you. Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Turn up the heat.
Give me something to shoot. Go, go, go.
You got my attention.
I read you.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Roger that. I can't build there.
Alright, how we doing down here? Fleet weekend's almost done. Can we upgrade carrier capacity in this? Yeah, we can. Couldn't remember if that was in base or not. Became a Brood War. Whoa! Jimmy! Jimmy, please!
This should be good. Oh, yeah.
Whoops.
This should be good.
It's alright, we can repair him. Don't know what he's doing, man.
I read you.
Let's take out the Zerg by himself.
Orders received.
Poor Sarah.
Let's move.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Alright. So now we should be able to continue upgrading.
You've not enough minerals.
Job finished.
Carrier Wraith mix. That'd be overkill for sure.
Job finished. Job finished.
Let me sure guys on the alt numbers. Yeah. I do that too, but I usually with this one you can't group buildings, right? So I usually have a building that's in the middle of our production set for a certain hotkey.
Yes, Executor.
We have arbiters too, why not?
Not enough minerals.
Why not? What's out of minerals down here? Alright, let's go ahead and explore a little bit. You guys alright up here?
Orders received.
Very well. Emma. So how may I help? Very well. I'm waiting for iron. Emma. So be it. Your will, Zanashquina.
You've not enough minerals.
Yes. For iron.
Reporting for duty.
Leave those SCVs there for repairing. You guys over because we got a drop. There's another base we can take. Ooh, they had detection? I see.
Yes, Carrier has arrived. For Adon. Shall be done. Emma. For yes, Executor. Zanashquina. Very well. I hear you. Yes, Executor. Of course. I hear you. I'm waiting. I hear you.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
Yes, Executor. Yes, Executor. How may I help?
Alright, we need to get that other base up.
Zanashquina.
Stupid rocks blocking my way a little bit. Wait, if I group it with this one, can we not build interceptors? Oh, that's annoying. So the hero carrier, if I have it grouped to the other ones, I'm not able to build interceptors, the hotkey. That really sucks. I guess I'll leave this one here on defense.
Instructions. Commencing. Carrier has arrived.
Good to know, though.
Commencing.
So I didn't have interceptors on those. We wouldn't be able to attack. That would have been pretty bad to think I had built them full and then get attacked and not be able to do anything.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Affirmative. How may I help? Instructions now. Your command.
Yes, sir. This is Jimmy. Right on. This is Jimmy. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Orders received. Rock and roll. Anytime you're ready. Checked up and good to go. Let's move right here.
No medics in this either. Just Yamato them. Nah, that's alright.
I read you.
That's alright.
This is Jimmy.
Fire now. You have not enough minerals.
Carriers are so expensive. Not just to initially build, which they are. They take a ton of supply, and you have to keep building interceptors or they get destroyed.
Not enough minerals.
Interceptors are 25 each. Carrier can hold 8. With upgrades. Also very slow. We got an arbiter coming. That'll help.
Affirmative. Yes.
Anytime you're ready. This should be good. Raider here. Give me something to shoot. Go ahead, Kaiser.
Do battle cruisers too. That'd be kind of crazy.
Not enough energy.
Right, is arbiter done? Almost. So close. And we're on our way to 3-3 upgrades on our carriers. Actually need to make the arbiter on a different hotkey. There we go. You know what? We'll make a few wraith. There we go. Cloaked carriers. How many more can we fit in a control group? 3? Yeah, we'll go for it. How much are they a piece in classic? 350. 350, 250. Jeez.
Instructions. Not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Identify.
Instructions.
Alright. That'll get us a control group of 12.
Go ahead, Commander. Reporting in. Fire now. Check out anytime you're ready. Right away, sir.
Plague is really bad in base game for Terran because their units will go down to 1 HP. There's no medics. So they're just 1 HP forever.
Affirmative. Instructions.
I guess I should concentrate on building up the Terran area a little bit.
Rings up waiting launch orders. Transmit coordinates.
Let's get an armory. We can at least give them a little bit of upgrades. How long until these carriers are done? Close. We're gonna fly out.
Piece of me, boy. Coordinates received. Go ahead, Commander. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Alright. One more, we're gonna roll out. Well, fly out, I suppose.
Go ahead, Commander. Destination moving.
Okay.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Should be good now. Let's go ahead and scan. I should already have this hotkeyed. I just didn't. Alright, so what's around our Protoss base?
Not enough.
Not much.
Orders, Captain, sir.
Alright, good to go.
Affirmative.
Destination absolutely. Launch orders. Transmit coordinates.
Yes, Executor?
You require more speed gas.
I read you. Ready to roll out. Orders, sir. Standing by. Commander, reporting in.
Upgrade speed gas.
Transmit coordinates. Commander, transmit coordinates. Reporting for duty. Roger that. Transmit I read you. Orders received.
Die Kenny, thank you for the host and the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Those of you joining from Die Stream, welcome back. Adam's everything. We're doing a nostalgia sort of week. Just finishing the year out with kind of whatever. And one of the most nostalgic games for me is the original StarCraft. So we're playing through a campaign we haven't played through in 20 years. It's free to hang out. How you doing, Jay Zoop? Welcome in. Receiver. Hey, Di. Thank you again for the host and the raid. Those of you coming over, thank you for coming over. Guess I could just friggin' mass cannons. I'm reading. We have so many minerals. Because what we're building needs so much gas, so.
Affirmative.
So there's more gas up that way.
Affirmative.
Let's see what's up this, though.
Go ahead, Commander. Orders, sir. I read you. Reporting
Alright, fully upgraded. I guess we can go ahead and start upgrading our ground units.
Additional pylons.
More pylons. Have an amazing Christmas. It was fine. My daughter woke up with a cold, so it's not good that, you know, she was sick for Christmas. Kind of got worse throughout the day, but aside from that, pretty good. Pretty good. You die. How was yours?
reporting in.
World of Warcraft.
Affirmative.
Were you doing in WoW? Were you playing classic or retail, as they say?
Affirmative.
Get sick on Christmas as a kid? It sucks, man.
Affirmative.
Repair Protoss architecture. Does it still need charge batteries? No, they can't. They can't heal it. Unless I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure they can't.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Instructions.
Transmit coordinates.
Could be misremembering.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Classic night. It's a great stream. Very blessed. It's good. Glad you had a good stream.
You require more Vespene gas. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, Zeratul, how did I select you? Ooh. Could have lost us the mission right there.
Your warriors have engaged the
That was not good. Turned out alright, though. I'll leave two of you guys here. Scout over.
You require more Vespene gas.
StarCraft's one of those
Your warriors have engaged.
ATI optimized games.
Instructions.
I guess I'll throw up some turrets.
Have engaged the enemy.
Orders, Captain.
Just gonna kill everything with these anyway. Day? Yes, day. Oh, I had no idea. Die. Happy birthday. Wait. Birthday is 26.
Instructions.
Let's see, we got another mineral patch here. We gotta wait until the creep subsides to be able to
Warriors have engaged.
build there, but might not even matter. Just destroying everything. Haven't even lost a carrier yet. I mean, what are they gonna do? Good luck. Oh, I have that blocked, that's right. Alright, lost some carriers finally. Yeah, I'm working on it. Can we send something up there? There's some gas.
Carrier has arrived. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright, lost some more carriers. It's alright though. Got plenty. Hey look, it's the Overminds. The 26th. Happy birthday. Slightly late, slightly belated, just a couple hours.
Instructions. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You know, I really should make some ground units, if for no other reason than to clear out any burrowed zerglings, or zerg.
Instructions.
I don't know what we're under attack by there.
Instructions. You require more Vespine gas.
Yeah, I know.
Instructions.
Carriers sure are OP. Let's redo this control group.
Affirmative. Carrier has arrived. Your command. You require more Vespine gas.
Working on it. Where's that probe? There it is. I thought I put it on control group 3, but apparently not.
Instructions. Your command.
Law presence. I mean, I don't know. I always thought it would kind of be bad to have a birthday that's so close to Christmas, because, you know, you don't. I mean, I guess you get Christmas presents and birthday presents, but being so close together, you know.
I long for combat.
Tired of just creep rushing. Creep rushing in StarCraft? Can't really do that in the original so much. It's pretty awful. It's kind of what I always thought. Person with baby, he didn't ever get birthday cake or presents. That sucks, man. Sucks. Alright, let's go ahead and bring some of them over here. I'm so... What the crap are you doing? AI?
Instructions. You require more Vespine gas. I long for combat. Instructions.
Got it at your birthday this year? When's your birthday?
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
We're about to be completely mined out up there on the Tyranid. Oh, they got a plague on the carriers. Ugh. Might lose a bunch of carriers.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Sorry, though. More gas, finally. More gas.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Look at all these 1 HP carriers. Ugh. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. You know what? I could have just made a bunch of Marines to use up our minerals. Didn't even upgrade Marines though. A little late into this to be doing that.
Executor, the Overmind has been weakened. I fear we have sustained severe damage ourselves. I will steer the Gantrathor into a collision course with the Overmind. If I can channel enough of the Dark Templar's energy through the hull of the Gantrathor, I should be able to bring swift death to the accursed abomination. Remember us, Executor. Remember what was done here today.
Cheers today. 26-27. Ibex. What? That's all I had to do? Avoided sock days. It's PSCs. Yeah, that's what I figured. Hey, Ibex. Happy birthday, man. I knew yours was right around here, but I couldn't remember the exact date. So, you are also a... I was gonna put it. Anyway, happy birthday first off. But, so did you basically have the same sort of thing as like Grunt was talking about, where it's so close to Christmas so you don't really get anything for your birthday? Did you at least get cake? It's Boxing Day. That's right. Lord, these are so much louder than the game. Love a piece of German chocolate cake. I meant when you were a kid, though. German chocolate is good. German chocolate is probably one of my favorite cakes. You don't have to do this, Tassadar. My earballs, my earballs. I know. No, that's not why, Nux. That's one of the reasons, but even so, it's extremely louder even in my headset. It doesn't quiet it to me, it only quiets it on the broadcast. So I hear, it doesn't lower the volume in my headset. This is much, much louder. You can't individually turn the cutscene down, whereas you can in the game. Mostly no. Oh, the birthday cake? Really? Trust me, I know how the ducking thing works. I've been using it for over 2 years. That was the end of the Zerg forever. Epilogue. As the chaotic, swirling energy subsided, a heavily silenced set over the battlefields of Ire due to Tastar's noble sacrifice, the Overmind was now dead and the Zerg swarms were scattered and broken. But as the heroes surveyed their once glorious homeland, they realized that their victory had cost them all but their lives. Ire was left nothing more than a smoldering ruin. Those few Protoss who survived the final battle could only wonder what the future would hold for their race. And far away on the distant planet Char, Kerrigan, the self-styled Queen of Blades, knew that the time of her ascension was at hand. How did the Zerg come back? The Overmind is dead, so Kerrigan takes over. StarCraft 1998. So Kerrigan takes over. And is much more ruthless than the Overmind was. We did it! Now it'd be Brood War. It was simple and harmonious. Well, I mean, not really. I wouldn't say harmonious, but it is the Terran's fault altogether that they, I mean, with the psi emitters and summoning the Zerg to try to do scientific experiments on them, and got them all riled up. Hive mind system. How does she control the brood? So Kerrigan is a little bit special. She was a Terran ghost but even special among ghosts. So ghosts have psychic or psionic powers, I guess both. She's psychic and she has psionic powers. And I guess when she went through the being infested, went through the chrysalis stage or whatever, it amplified those powers. Now, according to the Overmind earlier when it talks to another Cerebrate, she basically has the best of both worlds. So she has the Zerg Cerebrate side of things and those power, and then she also has the stuff from when she was a ghost. Those things are still in. Hey, look, it's Chris Metzen. Those things are still intact. So, I mean, I guess she uses her psychic abilities to control it. There's some missions and some story outside of this in Brood War that kind of goes about how she does these things, but in 1998, you were 20. I was 11. Good job, Grats. Thanks. I wonder how many times I've beaten this game. A lot. A lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Of course, it's fictional, science fiction, fantasy, sci-fi fantasy, but long story short, it's because she was a psychic, psionic, ghost type person, and those were kind of amplified when she became Zerg. You're 16 in 98. We have a bounty if we have enough time. Yeah, I'm gonna do the bounty. My wife wanted to know when we're gonna do the bounty, so I'm gonna go grab her really quick. Gotta head to bed. Catch you soon. Zoop, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming over. If you can leave a lurk, it'll help out because we do have a bounty tonight. But if not, it's all good. I'll be right back. See if my wife is up because she wanted to watch the bounty. Be right back. Oh god, almost tripped. Another thing about it too, Gruntwork, is like we were talking about earlier, or yesterday, or whenever it was, each Cerebrate basically controls a brood, and that brood is a hive mind under that Cerebrate. And so, like when a Cerebrate dies, that brood goes kind of wild or whatever, and will even attack other Zerg broods. And the Overmind kind of oversaw the Cerebrates. So part of what's going on in Brood War, that's why it's called Brood War, part of it anyway, is Kerrigan taking control of the broods from the other Cerebrates, infighting amongst the Zerg and whatnot. So it isn't like she instantly has control over all the Zerg. She has to either get the Cerebrates under her command or kill them. Is work day for you? Anyone is at work? So easy work day or prefer it be busy? Crap. Brood War finished already? No. We haven't even started Brood War. But we're going to do a bounty. So the bounty is a game that I really enjoy. I haven't played in a long time. Yeah, the thing about Brood War is the campaigns are in a different order. So the final act of Brood War is from the Zerg. So no consequence from their own hive mind dying. Like I said, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like they're directly controlled. It almost seems like a, I don't know. It's kind of a weird system. I guess it's not a direct hive mind from the Overmind to the Cerebrates. Because as you saw, the Cerebrates kind of have minds of their own, right? They're not just controlled. And so some of them agreed with what the Overmind was telling them to do. Some of them didn't. Some of them resented Kerrigan being brought in as a Cerebrate. His power position within the ranking of Cerebrates. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's more like a government, like almost like a strange, not really government. Well, I guess kind of in a way. So it's kind of interesting. The Cerebrates have a hive mind under them. All the lesser creature Zergs. Man, this is remastered 2017. It's already been 2 years. Jeez. Kerrigan was also a Cerebrate? Yeah. Yeah. A different kind of way, though. He calls her a Cerebrate after she hatches from the chrysalis. The player character is also a Cerebrate. She kind of takes on the role of Overmind. Well, I mean, she does, but... I think the Overmind has, like, influence on all Zerg, but doesn't, like, control it as a hive mind sort. Because, like I said, it's broken down per brood. Each brood is, like, a certain Cerebrate. Under a certain Cerebrate's control. Actually, more what happens after the Overmind gets destroyed. Yeah. And then in StarCraft 2, I thought it was pretty interesting. They kind of look at it. So that was one of the parts of StarCraft 2 that was actually decent, as they look at some other ways that Zerg are and what. So the Zerg basically assimilate races or creatures. So they would spread through the galaxy, and they would, you know, infest a planet. And the strongest things there, they would take their their essence, their DNA and whatever, and they would evolve it to be a new strand of Zerg unit. And it really gets into that deep in StarCraft 2, to the point where you can actually collect essence and use essence to evolve units in different ways for the campaign. The player is also a huge maggot thing. Yeah, I guess so. So the bounty is Gungeon. I haven't played Gungeon in a very long time either, so I'm sure I'm going to be terrible at it. But it's a very fun game. If you don't know what a Twitch bounty is, it's a sponsored segment of the stream. And this one is through Twitch Prime. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But you can play Gungeon for free right now if you have Twitch Prime. A really fun bullet hell game. It's my favorite bullet hell game. Made it seem like the Orion's death was pivotal. Cerebrates are the ones who control the broods. Orion death matter. I'm trying to remember it all. Like Valentino said, it goes into it more during Brood War. But even though the Overmind didn't like directly control every Zerg unit, it was still kind of it's kind of the glue binding everything, right? The overarching leader that imposed how everything should be. The one that was in control of reincarnating and resurrecting Cerebrates and stuff like that. So I guess the Protoss thinks it's pivotal because now if they destroy a Cerebrate or they kill a brood or something, the Overmind isn't there to bring it back, but... They won. Just die out, yeah. And then Kerrigan's there to kind of pick up the pieces. But yeah, I mean, I guess it gets kind of confusing because it's kind of a hive mind and kind of not. It's like multiple hive minds under like an overarching government with a dictator that isn't just a dictator, but is like the figure behind actually making it so you can continue living, and I don't know, it's hard to explain. Yeah, that's part of it. Like, so the Overmind mentioned something in this game It's almost in passing, but when he's talking to the Cerebrates, he mentions that they're part of him. They're part of a whole, and if they die, then it's not truly death. We'll just make them again. So yeah, that's part of it. Feral Zerg is better than Overmind Brood. Yeah, I really like the Feral Zerg thing from StarCraft 2. That was pretty interesting too. In StarCraft 2, you actually go and find kind of, well, you do find the origins of the Zerg with Xel'Naga and stuff, but you also find Primal Zerg, which kind of the first Zerg before they started assimilating all this random stuff and being more of a hive mind. They're more like creatures at that point than they are a hive mind controlled by a giant eye. But I don't know why I'm letting these credits go. All right, switch over to the bounty. We did it. So there's 3 more campaigns in the Brood War expansion, and it starts out with Protoss this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment below. You can also subscribe to the channel by clicking this button. It helps out a ton. And after all of that, be sure to check out the next video right up here. Of course, as always, thank you guys for watching.